It is time for core rule sets.
Core rule sets.
Okay, so I have been helped by a very interesting man or woman. I don't know if you know their gender. I thank them a lot. Feral Games, they're a publisher. They've been helping me a lot with the core rule set, and I have redone it, and I really like this. And honestly, I want to use this for my final. Maybe a little bit different, but basically, here's how you start to create a character. If you want to create a character in this world, here you go. So you have to choose your name, basically. Name, race, and class, like Dungeons & Dragons. And now we have the skill point array. The skill point array, we have strength, health, dexterity, agility, intelligence, and cunning. What's the difference between cunning and intelligence? Well, charisma, intimidation, skullduggery, all that is kind of mixed together into cunning. Well, intelligence is like perception, insight, how to use complicated spells, all that jazz. Health, if you put points into health, you get more health. And strength, you know what strength is. Dexterity is skills with weapons, stealth, armor, items, etc. So if you want to steal something, you roll a dex save. And agility, which includes your speed. So the higher the agility you have, the faster you can go. There are 3 different bits. You can put character traits. So my character is, just put basic traits, like he's stubborn, or he's very charismatic, or he doesn't like this, or he likes that. Put a character flaw. My character doesn't see the bad in anyone and can just trust people without any issue, or my character's super afraid of water. Character motivation, so they want to be the best adventurer in the world, they want to be rich, they want to save their parents, they want to defend their brother, I don't know. And let me just scroll down. Okay, so at the setup, you have 20 points to spend. 20 points for the 6. I think it's 6. Hold on, I'm unprofessional. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. So you can put them, and you gain 3 points every level. It used to be 1 point every level, but I guess, yeah, once I thought about it, it was a bit less interesting. Every 5 points goes into one skill. Like, if you have 5 in strength, that means you get a +1 to your strength rolls. So let's say you have a 10 in strength, and you need to deliver this heavy object, you get a +2 to your strength roll. I haven't developed a cap yet. I think there should be a cap of how much you can get, but so far, that's it. You also get to choose one weapon that you're familiar with. That means familiar. I still haven't figured out all of the etymology, but basically it's easier to be proficient with it. You have 200 silver. Well, that's just how I ran my game, 200 silver to begin. Or however much. You can have less or no money or whatever. So let's talk about combat. So initiative is normal. You roll an agility check, which includes your speed, including the enemy. Highest goes first, blah, 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 blah. As for tiebreakers, players break them. But here's something interesting that I haven't really talked about, is for initiative, I think players should be able to choose who goes first. If they want, they can roll for initiative, but I think it'd be interesting to let the players choose who goes first. So, like, you don't want your healer up first, because it's not going to do very much damage, they're going to get hit. You want them to be in the back. You want them to be in the back, the last one. After everyone's gotten hit, you want them to heal. So I think players should be able to decide that. So basic attacking. The range of most weapons are about 2 meters. Scythes, swords, daggers. You think 2 meters for a dagger? That's a bit much, and it is a bit much. No, sorry, actually. Daggers close range, so it's 1 meter. Medium range weapons have reach of 4 meters, like whips and stuff like that. What about my turn in combat? What can I do in combat? You have an action. You can, similar to D&D, there's bonus and movement, but you can only choose one. So you can move and do an action, or you can move and do a bonus action. What is a bonus action? Bonus action is load a crossbow, reload your bow, put more arrows in your quiver, set up spells, put down a trap, stuff like really simple stuff that you could just do with like 3 movements. If it's like under 3 movements of your arms, then you can do it. So like a trap, 1 movement, down, set. Actions and reactions. So if you decide to attack an enemy, you can make a roll against their defense, which really is just a roll against their agility. So you make an agility roll, they make an agility roll. Well, actually, I don't think you should make an agility roll. You can choose what type of roll you choose. Honestly, I think you should choose. So if you're a really big, strong Viking, which is a class, and you want to swing down, I don't think you should use an agility roll. I think you should use a strength roll, because you're lifting a very heavy axe, and you're bringing it down upon someone's head, and you're just trying to crush them. So that would be strength that you could do that with. So yeah, you can choose what kind of roll. That might be overpowered, but the cap might help. And then reactions. So when you want to react, a react could be a dodge or a block. So if a little gremlin guy is coming up to you and is going to shank you, you can react by giving up your next turn's movement or bonus. So you can still use your action, but you can't move or do a bonus action. And that reaction can... It's very windy outside. My house is falling apart. The reaction is really cool because you can block it with your shield, like just have a little flare, like, oh, I got my shield, I can block it. That's basically it. Let me... God damn it! Okay, so getting hit. How's my character supposed to survive? Because my health pools are quite small. They get good. Sorry, I'm dying. You get 5 points every level. You get 5 health points. That might be a bit too much, I'm not sure. The system I've ran is a little bit different than this one, but it did work. Anyway, armor. Armor is the main thing. Armor has a pool of health, and they'll take a certain amount of damage to a point. After the point, they won't take any damage. You have to repair them. Okay. Rolling. Natural 1s and 20s. What do I think of them? If you roll a natural 20, it's a crit. It's a critical success. So if you want to stab someone and you roll a natural 20, that's a success. You double the damage. You don't double the dice because there is no dice damage. It's just d20, so there's no point doubling the dice. You just straight up double the damage. But natural 1 is a crit failure. Bad things happen. So let's say your barbarian, the Viking wants to swing his axe into a door, because Vikings just want to swing axes at everything. I don't know. And he rolls a critical 1. Let's just say the axe head is kind of just stuck in the door, and he has to take like a minute to fix the axe back together, or maybe the axe bounces off and it flies over and has to walk over there with a walk of shame. It's just really funny. So here are some just basic game traits to remember. I got them listed here. Jumping is 2.5 meters horizontal. That's quite far. Honestly, you may think that's not that far because it's a low number, but honestly, I can't even jump 2 meters. I can barely. 0.5 meters vertically. Unless specified, the base movement speed is 10 meters. You can move 10 meters in your turn as a movement. A round of combat is 10 seconds, not 6 seconds. Why is it 6 seconds? I don't know. Make sure to have fun. This game is all about fun, and I will be making more expansion books. Maybe if I get Kickstarter. I doubt I will. I doubt anyone will care. But I'll make even more expansion books. And you can dash. Like in D&D, a dash takes an entire action. So you can use your movement and then your dash. It doubles your movement. So if your movement speed is like 15 meters, you use your dash, you can move 30 meters, but it takes an action and a movement. So how do I really play? This video is a bit long, but how do I really play? How do I really get into my character? Well, you need a d20. That's it. You just need one d20. That's all you need. Rolling. Yet again, if you hit an enemy, you have to roll cunning, dexterity, strength, or whatever you want. But what about damage? Okay, damage is interesting because I deal damage separately. Each race has 3 numbers next to them. Is it on the BD, base damage? And those 3 numbers, funny fact, it's called base damage, and that's basically the lowest number is when you roll a 3 to a 9. The medium number is when you roll like a 10 to 14, and 15 to 19 is the highest number. And if you roll 20, it's double the highest number. And that's how damage works. You get +1 to your damage every level. So let's say the lowest number is 6, medium number is 7, highest number is 8. The next level, it would be highest number is 9, medium's level is 8, lowest level 7. Alright. Advantage, proficiency, and luck points. So let's say what's proficiency? Well, just in D&D. And proficiency means you add a +1 to your roll. If an enemy is pushed to the ground and you're above them with like a sword, they get disadvantage and you get advantage, which means you get a +1 and they get a -1 to their rolls. Mastery of weapons. If you're a master, if something specifies a master, you get a +2. So if you're a master at picklocking, you get a +2 to all rolls. What about luck points? GMs give them out as rewards to roleplay of doing stuff, And luck points, you can add 1 to your roll after you roll. So if you roll a 12 and you need a 13, you can spend 1 luck point to add a 1. However, you cannot use this on a natural 1, but you can spend 5 luck points to re-roll that natural 1. Does that make sense? Does anyone care? No, but I'm gonna make it anyway. I don't know how I'm gonna put this on Reddit. There's a lot of text that I just kind of skipped through, so I'm sorry. I know I said that I was gonna do text, but I won't be able to do too much of it. I don't know. Anyway, bye bye. Make sure you subscribe. Also, thank you guys for 30 subscribers. Amazing. Anyway, see you later. Bye bye.